Date: October 1983. Time: 9:30 till around 10 o'clock evening. Location: DeRidder, Louisiana. Beauregard Parish, Sugar Town. Road: off of Highway 171, in the edge of a field, next to the woods. Terrain: wooded with small creek and lots of underbrush. Observed: my son and I decided to spotlight rabbits that night at the edge of my parents' field. We had spotted a couple of rabbits feeding when we both noticed a skunk-like smell. We then started shining the headlight through the trees and brush at the edge of the woods when we shined two bright red-looking eyes. We noticed the eyes even seemed to blink. At first I thought it might be an owl, but it started to move forward in a slow walking kind of gait. It was coming close enough to see it was 7 to 8 feet tall. My son was very scared because he was shaking the light and saying, "Run mama run." I could see dark long hair hanging from very long looking arms. When we got to my parents and told everyone about it, they made fun of us. But just as they were, a very loud scream from the woods started and they changed their mind about what we had told them. Months later my father did walk up on one late one night looking for what his dogs were barking at. He doesn't talk about it. My family doesn't tell anyone about these sightings for fear of ridicule or the same thing they did to my son and me. We did find large footprints. The neighbor had large dogs which was slain by another large animal. The sounds late up in the night were growls and sometimes grunt-like noises. Years before, a neighbor claims she saw one crossing a flood bridge after a bad rainstorm which flooded the creeks and roads behind my parents on the road down from them. Date: September 1996, 6 p.m. in the evening. Location: Caldwell Parish. Terrain: heavily wooded area. Observed: being from this certain area of Louisiana, the witness claims that many of the local townsfolk have seen a Bigfoot in the area for several years. The witness was riding ATVs with her fiancé and a few other friends behind some family property. They were riding through some heavily wooded area when they came upon this smell. A cross between rotten eggs and a dead carcass. They looked around for a carcass and found nothing after scouting the entire area. This bothered the witness as well as her fiancé, since he runs a hunting guide service, and he tracks stuff for a living. So the fact that he could not find absolutely no evidence of any carcass got him to worrying about it. He suggested they hightail it out of there, as it could very well be that Bigfoot creature that some of the folks had talked about and one of his family members had seen on numerous occasions back in that area. Date: